Hello dear friends,
and welcome to this video made by the young people and members of the Guiding Voices community.
we are here for a very important mission.
To help others, young and old, who may have special educational needs and disabilities or SEND.
Here, in this group from Rotherham, we want to make sure it's a brighter and better future for everyone.
We are very passionate about your voices being heard and have created resources to help people understand SEND.
From watching these videos, we want
people to understand additional needs and what it's like to have them.
To know that people with SEND want to be listened to and included in decisions.
To know that young people with SEND are not just numbers on a piece of paper that bring in funding.
We want to help other young people.
Thank you for listening to our voices. Now, let your voices be heard. Every child with special educational needs should receive SEND support. This is additional to what's generally provided for most other children of the same age. The school or college, together with the parent or carers and the pupils themselves, set out achievable outcomes and learning objectives.
There's a legal requirement for schools and colleges to ensure all children and young people can engage in all activities. Every school and college must make their SEND information available through their website, and their SEND coordinator should also make sure all parents are aware that SEND provision is available.
SEND support looks different for each individual. Here are some examples.
Having a safe area to go to.
Having access to a disabled toilet.
Being able to talk to a trusted person.
When a young person is identified as having SEND, the school or college should use a graduated approach based on 4 steps.
Assess. The class teacher and SENCO assesses the young person's needs so that they can be given the right support. Sometimes they may also ask other practitioners for advice, such as specialist teachers or health practitioners.
Plan. The class teacher and SENCO then meet with the young person and parents/carers to agree the outcomes and help to be provided, and set a date to review progress.
Do. The class teacher or college tutor responsible for working with the young person will work closely with any teaching assistants or specialist staff involved. All those working with the young person should be made aware of the support they need and any teaching strategies or approaches they require.
Review. Schools should meet with the parents or carers and the young person at least 3 times a year to review the progress and decide what can be done next. This may include more help or different types of help.
Schools and colleges are provided with funding to support young people with SEND. If a young person needs further help, this graduated approach could continue to an EHC needs assessment, which may provide further funding for additional support.
Everyone has a bucket which bad feelings go into. When it gets full, your bucket breaks. This is the same as having a meltdown with no support. But when people say good things about you, the bad feelings come out of your bucket, which stops you from having a meltdown and makes you feel a lot better.
Hello, I'm 14 and I'm sharing my story. This is about my experience in mainstream school. I'm autistic and this is my story. Before, the corridors were very busy and overwhelming. We then had a meeting with the people at school to sort the problem. They gave me a 5-minute early pass, meaning I could leave my lessons before everybody else, which meant I could get out before the crowds, making it more calm and less overwhelming.
Hi, I am 16. I want to show you about my story. It is about my experience in mainstream school. I am autistic and this is my story. When COVID hit, at break and lunch times, we were put into year group bubbles in learning support. I struggled with this because I find it hard to keep up with the social expectations of people my year and age. I started to become worried, yellow, about going to school. I used my zones of regulation cards to tell my TA that I was worried. The TA spoke to the people at school and fixed the problem. They decided that I could help out in the bridge, an autism integrated resource, at breaks and lunch times. I then felt green. The end.
My experience of school was okay. I had support in with the visually impaired team coming in and helping me, providing me with braille and diagrams, heat copied diagrams. And heat copying is where you have a diagram and you feed it through this special machine and the lines come up so you can feel where the lines are. And then I also had my work provided in braille, but that was only when the teachers sent it off in time, because sometimes they wouldn't send it off in time or they'd add a bit in, and that wasn't accessible for me then when I could braille. But I wish they would have provided me with a one-handed Perkins Braille, because at that time I had a two-handed one, and because I had a stroke when I was younger, my right arm was affected, but with the one-handed braille, I could just use my left hand instead of using both hands, which would have benefited me hugely. At break time and lunchtime, I had one particular friendship group because most people were playing football on the tennis courts and I couldn't join in with them because they were obviously playing it fast. And I couldn't see the ball, so I stuck to that one friendship group, and we used to hang around in this room, and we used to have a chat and chill, and sometimes play a bit of a card game. Sometimes if I couldn't find the friendship group, or they weren't at school, I would used to wander around aimlessly for the whole of lunchtime, just not talking to anyone really. Just being on my own, just walking around, getting a bit of exercise. And that was a bit upsetting for me because obviously I like to socialise. But there weren't any clubs for me really to go to at lunchtime because everyone was just too busy and the staff were too busy to do stuff like that. And I wish there would have been there because that would have improved my friendship group hugely. What I'd like to say is, listen to the young person and don't take everything on face value because each person is different and needs different amount of support to help them achieve in school. So just listen to the young person and don't take it for granted that every young person is the same.
I got bullied at school with my autism and my sexuality. I got learning difficult myself. People not understand who I am and my sexuality at the same time. Last couple of years I got bullied and sometimes I get a little bit angry or get stressed. College helped me, my learning difficult and my autism, and my stepbrother helped me with my sexuality a little bit here coming out. It's like who you are. People like schools and support and teachers need to know people with learning difficult do struggle, just take time with them and that. And I want to help young people have a voice, and I want teachers to help the pupils, and they need to listen to us, not yourself.
Hi, nice to meet you. As you can see, I have a very different appearance. Feathers on my headband and having the form of this fun illustration. When there's sunshine, there can be thunderstorms. In the 2000s, I felt like there weren't much awareness for bullying or autism. I got physical and emotionally hurt in later years. low on myself that I began saying, sorry, sorry, and sorry. All I got every time was laughter, grins, and glares. If it wasn't my family getting me out of that darkness, I probably wouldn't be here today to do the things I wanted. My sunshine has rose again from all the support my family and college have given me, encouraging my passions to grow like the tallest of trees. Here I've found that the genuine feelings and understanding and kindness have given me the confidence to talk, taking action towards signs of unhappiness and bullying, feeling welcome to be yourself towards others without the fear of judgment, because being the beautiful you is always a treasure to behold. That sparkling, rare diamond of the world. If you may feel that storm drawing near, just stop, breathe, let it all out. The ray of hope will never leave you. And now I am living my dreams, sharing myself through writing and works of art. Keep getting through and always look after yourself as much as others. It's not being selfish or being a bad person. It's protecting yourself. Thank you for listening. You have a beautiful future ahead.
For more information, go to
www.rotherhamsendias.org.uk.